So, hi everyone, welcome if you're new. My name is Claire. I'm saying that a bit robotic, haven't I? But we are in Aquarius mode. It is about robotics and stuff like that. So, it's very galactic as well. So, I left it on these cards because this does feel very current. There are definitely fated meetings, destined unions. So I got my hair cut the day, guys. So I'm feeling fresh because I got my hair cut. It does feel, yeah, it feels absolutely amazing. Like I said, I hadn't had my hair cut in 2 years, and it definitely feels like cutting off a couple of years of stress that needed to be cut off. So I love it. Right, so that might have something to do with you as well because I actually, and it's quite funny. I was already doing my thing when I felt ahead of time because I was saying to the hairdresser, "Oh yeah, this is great because it's Pisces moon and it's endings, and it's actually not Pisces moon until tonight, so till about 7:30 UK times, and that's like hashtag all the feels. It's grief. It's the end of the end, and then late Saturday, Sunday really we'll go in. Well, it's late Saturday night, but we'll go into Aries moon, new beginnings. And I'm very, very sorry. Somebody actually had booked a discovery call, which I've now called an empowerment call, because basically, if you're new, until people ruin it for others, I will, or if it just doesn't work for me, because again, I've got to have look, I've got to have a balance of money coming in and my free work. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But basically, somebody had booked one of them, and because I haven't had a lot, I just haven't had it 144. I just haven't had a lot of discovery calls or sessions. I completely fucking forgot. So I'm really, really sorry to that person. You know who you are. I remembered exactly an hour on the dot that we were meant to talk at 3, and I remembered at 4. I was sitting there and I was like, I'm sure there's something I'm meant to do. So that's going to, but again, I just said to that person, although obviously I'm extremely apologetic, I genuinely actually do believe um that there is a it's funny, I wouldn't usually say apologetic either, but anyway, whatever, it's funny the words that come in when it's not words I'd usually say. I'd say I'm sorry, do you know what I mean? So it's just funny wording. So somebody may be extremely apologetic coming to you actually, or yeah, something like that. We'll see with the cards. But yeah, it's always divinely timed, you know what I mean? So it's either going to be that it wasn't the right time in my life to be connecting, or it's more than likely going to be for that person, think maybe things need to shifty about before we speak, but that's the nature of Aquarius moon. Expect unexpected shock surprises. On that note, everything I do is channeling. When I hiccup and burp, which I was just doing there, that's clearing heavy energy. There's a lot of heavy situations going on, very chaotic. Aquarius energy is unpredictable, and I feel it in the air. Like I was, I went for my haircut wasn't early, but I went for it, about lunchtime, and then I really fancied going a walk on the beach. And but by the time I came up and filmed the shorts, I'm not feeling it anymore, and it's because well, actually, there might be, this is a bit heavy, but there might be something to do with trauma because I'm not, sometimes I say in a jokey way, but I'm being serious. Like there was three separate times when I've been out on an Aquarius moon. I've had a strange man, like approach me and start talking to me, and it's a wee bit more than somebody chatting you up. Like all three of those times, it was just a bit more than that. Do you know what I mean? Like there was one of the men tried to follow me home once. Like it was fucking weird, guys. Seriously. So it's like, and I'm only like, listen. It's because of that. Like Aquarius moon's galactic and great, and if you are an Aquarius moon, fascinating people. But like I always say, I don't like Aquarius moons to go out and about in because of that, and also it's the Aquarius full moon in particular I really don't like because it's just I've never had a good one. It's I wouldn't say never. Once I remember actually, like me and somebody actually found a guy that needed help, but he was in a, yeah, basically it's one of these situations. I actually feel if we hadn't have helped that guy, I don't think he would be alive. It was that dramatic. But so that wasn't a good one either, you know what I mean? It wasn't happening directly to me, but that was quite upsetting. But it was nice that I was used to be able to help the guy, me and the person I was with. But so anyway, well, see what I mean? It's all quite dramatic. I just looked at 444 now too. So we've seen 144, 333, and 444. So maybe somebody's rapidly awakening, because I was actually talking about that earlier as well. Someone was mentioning that it wasn't actually them that was seeing the numbers, that somebody they know has seen the numbers, you know, which is basically what happens when you first awaken. My eyes are being drawn to the word Atlantis again too, and like I'd posted in the community tab after I titled the video Atlantis Rising or whatever, Atlantis Kings Rising, because that's what it feels like. The kings and queens of Atlantis are rising, and that is oh my god, I've just realised how funny that is. On that Lego film. So I titled the video that, right? Because Atlantis has been coming through for months, definitely weeks, but months. And then I found, you know, it was Lego movie. I wasn't really paying too much attention, but I had it on in the background, and it was really funny because like Wonder Woman was in it, and my eyes just got led up to my Wonder Woman thing sitting up there when I said that. Wonder Woman, Superman, all these different kind of characters. So these could be relevant to you as well. But like I feel they're just sort of saying it's like, but it had things about the kings and queens of Atlantis. Oh my god, now I've just been drawn at 555. And I don't sit and wait for it to reach that, guys. They pull my eyes to it. So, oh my god, and now, right, sorry, I need to calm down. Look, Mary Magdalene energies, teacher awakens, ascension, move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. I'm telling you, in the shorts that I've done, it was about Atlantis kings and queens. Like, I pulled sovereign queen. It wasn't exactly that. It was sovereign queen or something. And then I pulled sovereign king. So it's, yeah, the kings and queens of it. I'm going to call this something like that. The kings and queens of Atlantis. It's, you know, the divine feminines, muses, have been calling back their divine counterparts. So that could look like utter chaos in the physical, because if the true counterparts are with counterfeits, basically, I don't usually say like that, but a lot of divine masculines are, I'm not going to say they're with the wrong, well, they are with the wrong person, but you know what I mean, like, they're meant to have been with whoever they've been with, or however many people, to learn the karmic lessons that they're meant to learn, and then they're meant to go to their divine partner. And that's what's happening, you know, that's just always been part of the divine plan. Now you know, some people would say, oh, you've got free will, you don't need to go to it and all that, and it's, you know what, I don't know why they're making me say this, but it's making me cringe already. I know what they're going to make come out of my mouth because I was thinking about it. So, you know, I was told a long time, like over 10 years ago, right, I've had several mediumship readings and that, like, you know, obviously I'm a medium as well, and I've always been one, but before I stepped into doing it professionally, and I made the mistake, but see, I don't regret, I have no regrets, literally no regrets, but I made the mistake of being a bit overexcited, definitely naive and too trusting, and like excitably telling people what was said to me. Now, not everything, but a lot of what was said to me with several different readings I've had over the years has actually happened. Definitely stuff to do in my work, or it's on the way to what was said to me. Which I don't hide that, like, you know, it's just said about, like, you know, that I would step into my mediumship and be in the public. And the thing is, like I was just saying, when I just looked at somebody's chart there when I was getting my haircut, and it's kind of like, because it's anonymous, you don't know where I got my haircut, but it's kind of like, I could see that from the guy's chart that I was looking at, that, oh, like, yeah, this is what you're literally meant to be doing, you know what I mean? I could see it in his chart, but the thing is, being in, because I saw that he was meant to be public, and he is in the public, you know, his own shop serving the public. So, but it's like I'm meant to be in the public of service doing what I do, being a healer. So that doesn't mean famous. But it can mean that too, you know, and it's kind of like I said, it's I've got no desire to be famous in the world that we know it to be, because I don't see that a lot comes with that. I'm not, and like I said, I say it all the time, and it's really quite funny because that can be the yin yang energy of twin flames. Like, the biggest turn off for me ever is when somebody is just all about the money and talking about money all the time and flashy things about, like, listen, everybody loves a bit of luxury here and there, or a nice holiday, but again, even with that, like, I'm really no bothered. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like I can't even tell you, like, the last time I actually got on a plane was years ago. I'm just trying to remember. I mean, actually, that's because let's not get into it, but because of all the crazy shit that's going on in the world. But it's kind of like, you know what I mean? It's basically what I'm trying to say is, it's like, I'm not materialistic. I can think of, you know, I can think of archetypes of women. So we'll just generalize, where it would be like, you know, you would think less of someone if they weren't getting you a fancy handbag for Christmas or your birthday, or, you know, you would expect it, or you expect a ring at a certain point because of X, Y, Z, or, you know, just basically divas that put demands on people. And a lot of people, a lot of guys can just blindly accept that as being like, that's what everyone does. And I've never fucking got that, like, honestly. Like, it's not like I've not been in the vicinity of people that do like the fancier things in life and that are basically stuck in the matrix programming of that. I absolutely have, but it did great on me. Do you know what I mean? I never understood it, but because I just accept people for who they are and hope that they accept me for who I am, I just always turned a blind eye to that. But I was always really quite outspoken, like, with some of my friends in the past, like they would, they would say that to be true. I always respected that some of my friends did like, a lot of stuff that I didn't like, but um and I've said this before in live streams, but I don't know why they make me say it, but it's true. It's like, even if I had a lot of money, right, I would never buy some of these horrendous, ugly handbags that are like hundreds of pounds or thousands of pounds. Some of the YSL bags and that, the pattern on the bag is just ugly. Like, it's just ugly. And I kind of think if you need to walk about with that as like a badge of honor to show that how much money you've got, or to show that you're in some kind of gang, like elite gang, like, you know what I mean? I just don't get, you know what I mean? Why not spend that money on actually, like, healing and having the self-worth to feel great, whether you're wearing a designer outfit or something from H&M or Primark or New Look that you've made amazing, or wherever, Target for America. Do you know what I'm saying? So there must be something about materialism for me to be going on this rant. But it's true what I'm saying. It's God speaking through me. 11:44. But anyway, this might be something about the shift of the masculine energies, regardless of gender, changing their mindset a little bit about how they think about money. Because there's definitely, now, again, I don't know how many of the divine masculines this is going to resonate with. I was tempted to say, it's not all divine masculine males, but it'll definitely be some of them at some point, whether it's more recent or ages ago. A lot of divine masculine males will have been caught up with women that, like what I've just described, like that love could have been involved, but also a lot about all the stuff I've just mentioned. And I don't know, because it's going to speak to different people. Um, but like I say all the time, there's got to be something in it about, like, like attracts like. If you're attracting people like that in your life, it's, I don't know. I mean, it's not always that simple, right? It's not always that simple. But I do think they're saying to me, it's a lot of divine masculines that were too caught up in money. And again, it's not your fault. It's part of the programming, right? Like, it can be a generational curse. If all you've ever seen is people talking about money, being bullied about money, and prioritizing money, then obviously you're going to do that, and you're going to suppress your feelings. But I just believe that there's a light switch being turned on in a lot of people. And I was just talking about that as I was getting my hair cut. Like, like somebody mentioned it to me rather than me mention it to them about the shift. It's like, it's true. That time is we're in it. Never mind near, we're in it. It's happening to people. And that's the times that I'm prepared for to support people through. But this is about the balance of the masculine and feminine within the divine feminine, and the balance of the masculine and feminine within the masculine, and these fated unions coming about. So all that just wanted to channel out before we see what's going on. So what was I going to say? Yes, all these themes could be relevant. Like I said, trauma could be relevant because, although it might sound funny, believe me, it wasn't. I make it sound funny because I can make anything sound funny. But that was scary that day when that fucking weirdo followed me back. You know what I mean? And that's the things that can, but divine feminines shouldn't be without their divine masculine. They should be protected. A man is meant to protect a woman. Do you know what I'm saying? Right, so I actually just, rather than saying C word, I said the C word, and so I'm started again. But you won't know, I'll put them together, but that's kind of funny, I just done that. But anyway, but it's true, you know what I mean? I let that strange man, shall we say, know that if he didn't get to France, there might be something about France, that I was gonna, that I was gonna make a scene, and he bolted. So it's just not very nice, is it? Anyway, kind of Pluto and the 12 problems. So, know yourself. Meditate. Who am I? The veil is lifting, opening. Okay, I am officially freaked out. I just literally, well, it wasn't me because it's God speaking through me. That's what they just said through me. The shift is happening, the veil is lifting. People that couldn't see through false people around them, or people with false intentions, or if you yourself were acting from a lower vibration, a lot of those people, it's like, it's something shifting in them. So again, give people a chance, because they're pulling me to, I want to tell you how I feel, but I do just feel like, I can't speak for everyone, but with the nature of the Aquarius moon is unpredictability, but just with what I can feel intuitively, it's like, and just with some of the other titles that I'm seeing, and some that I'm guided to watch for when I'm channeling on here for others, some I'm guided to watch for myself, some I'm guided to swerve for myself and others, even if I'm like, that title looks like it would make sense to me, because of, I just looked at 144 again, but remember, it won't be that year end, just because of the sensitivity of where we're at with these unions coming in. And like I always say, I think it's just wise to actually hear from the horse's mouth, as in your own twin flame, about what the story is. So look at me just talking about the kings and queens of Atlantis, and look what's on the back. The high priestesses of Atlantis were highly evolved women who were honoured and revered for their compassion, understanding, selfless service to their people. That is, again, mental when I just spoke about men are meant to protect women. That's crazy. They embodied the feminine wisdom and channeled guidance from the Intergalactic Council for Development of Atlantis. Yeah, and that's what I do, so maybe some of you resonate with that. In order to develop their powers and incredible psychic spiritual skills, they undertook extraordinary initiations to test themselves and to maintain their sixth-dimensional frequency. This is a card of feminine power and wisdom. Do not rely on logic or rational thought at this time. So again, I feel that this is because I didn't really say that, but I intended this to be the divine feminine message, and then the other one's going to be the masculine, but really it's for both. So masculines, this is also about you tuning into your heart and your intuition, and not just going to your head, because basically what I've just channeled out is masculines that were following their brain and other things. It's led them to a lot of toxic women that weren't after you for you. But like I'm saying, some guys aren't bothered about that. If they were chasing the dough anyway, I just really don't know. I couldn't tell you, because that's not me. But do not rely on logic and rational thought at this time. If you chose the High Priestess, you're called on to use your intuition and psychic gifts. Respond to challenges from your deepest knowing, for the answers lie within. You're reminded to work on total integrity and compassion, access your wisdom, and listen to your intuition. High Priestess. Of course, there is, the chance that, oh my god, black magic is behind it, though. See what I mean? Tricks. Black magic. That card isn't necessarily about, bad black magic, but I just don't like the word black magic. This card indicates the end of a cycle. In this plane of duality, situations, relationships inevitably end, making room for different experiences. Yeah, karmic ones ending for twin flames. It's a time to watch your ego and purify yourself so that the new can be better than the old. Watch your ego as you prepare for change. I know why they showed that. They showed it because of what I've spoke about the materialism and all that. It's just so that anyone that's new to me knows that isn't my unique opinion, except it actually really is 418 as well, as I looked at that at my birthday, but that is my opinion, that they were using what I really feel and think about it, but it is God speaking through me, that all that shit doesn't matter. But yeah, because it's ego, that's why that card came out. Right, okay, so let's get some focus here. So, but the veil is lifting divine feminines and divine masculines, but this is the Venus message. So what do we need to know for the Venus message? There's a strong message of said message a lot there, didn't I? Maybe you're getting messages, because that card, when I moved the other ones, that was the one that was there, which I'm going to message you soon. Yeah, it was something about, queen or something. So let's see if it comes out. What do the divine feminines need to know? Heart choices. Yeah, look, that's divine feminine. Following your heart rather than your head. You cannot deceive your own heart when you honour your truth and follow your happiness. So see what I mean? Although this is for the divine feminines, and there's a lot of heart healing going to my heart right now. It's not on fire. It's hard to describe. It's getting all hot though. And that's, if you're new to me, that's when they're sending the healing to your heart, if you're open to it. Yeah, it's like, it's know yourself, right? Look, meditate. Who am I? Veil is lifting, opening. It's about, you can't lie to yourself anymore about how you feel, whether you are a feminine or a masculine. alchemist, and you're transmuting the negative experience you've had, however more present or in the past. Once you understand the essence of everything is contained within once you understand the essence of everything is once you understand the essence of everything is contained within everything, all things become possible. Yeah, it's about transmuting negative experiences. Resonant truth. Being in resonance with your soul brings all things to light. Yeah, so this is, I feel that this Aquarius moon right now is bringing on a lot of spontaneous epiphanies, awakenings, understandings. And then when the moon moves into Pisces later on tonight, it's like hashtag all the feels, very deep feelings of love, I feel, are going to be flooding the twin flames. If they've not been already, shine. That card came out loads for the shorts. Allow nothing to dim the light within you. Allow yourself to shine. Body talk. Connect to the wisdom of your body for optimum health, wellness, and vitality. Remember, the 12th house is exhaustion, burnout, sleep. So listen to your body. Resilience. When the world meets you with indifference, you set in motion a better way. So the change makers, because that's what Aquarius moon is about right now. Oh, there it is. There's the one I meant. Eternal queen. Make way for the queen in your life. Honour her many crowns. I think that needs to be the... So like I said, this is the divine feminine message. So if you're a female, this is for you. And also if you're a male, but I can't help that it says eternal queen on it. You know what I'm saying? So it just, I feel maybe with these cards, it might mean it's, I don't know, no, the men can have, the male divine feminines can have the same experience, but you know what I mean? It's just, there's something about, I draw the line at changing it to like, this can make sense to, I'm not being ridiculous about things, you know what I mean? I'm always, if you're new to me, I'm really respectful about stuff, but, yeah, anyway. So, who am I? Veil is lifting, opening. Eternal Queen, make way for the Queen in your life. Honour her many crowns. Yeah, so again, I feel a divine masculine is either making way for a queen in their life, or they're starting to realise who the real divine feminine queen is. Would the real Slim Shady please stand up, as I like to say. So some are just having realisations because of negative experience, transmuting the negative experiences with the false queens. Or change the gender for whatever your situation. Or some have known a long time and just weren't ready. And some, of course, aren't hanging out with false queens or kings or whatever the genders, they're just footloose and fancy free. Some people just aren't ready, but it's a wee mixture of stuff for people. Reprogram your soul, release, raise, reclaim. And some people are just stuck in things that, like, even when they are with people, they may as well not be because they're just not bothered about it. And that's what I mean about when people are more focused on money. They do just tend to just want the comfort of being in a codependent relationship, but there's no love there. And that's when people cheat on each other. And I just don't understand that. You know what I mean? It's, like I said, but again, that's because I'm a divine feminine. I would rather be my own than be with somebody and always be questioning what they're up to, kind of thing. Fuck that. So, and that's why I always say that, like, look, I don't want to be in anything with anyone until they know that they want to be with me and only me. Or they're better just staying the hell away. Mine knows that anyway. So, divine creativity, receiving cosmic intelligence. Speak your truth, express yourself. Well, I certainly just did. There's a divine feminine, didn't I? Clearing karma, kundalini activation, a lot of sexual energy going on there. Clearing core wounds, soulmates for crystal clear vision, awareness, karmic purge. They're just telling you, like, stay grounded, right? This is what's happening. People are clearing core wounds with soulmates, karmic energy. Your own twin is, triggering stuff in you to heal. Stay grounded. It's very intense energy as you blossom into who you truly are, and that creates a soul merger. But just as the divine feminine, let go of expectations, the electric creative expression. This again is, look, things happening out the blue, a bolt of lightning. It's Aquarius moon right now, expect unexpected. I mean, these aren't real time, but they can be for some. Just let go and then prepare yourself to be shocked as the masculines have been clearing their chakras, their higher heart chakras opening. I was like, why am I saying higher? But they're telling me the higher heart chakras opening. It's a lot to do with, I was doing some deep meditation yesterday because it was Saint Germain Ascension Day. Like, I did spend a bit of time doing a extra violet flame meditation for the collective, so that will have helped too if you're connected to the channel. and whoever else was guided to do that. So releasing lower self. But like I said, I work with Saint Germain every day, but yeah, it's helping. So basically, look, that's really cool. Like that, because this is divine feminine message, that is, that I know that they're saying that did help the masculines that's helping the masculines to release what doesn't serve them. Like, look, it's helping the masculines to set the loving boundaries and respect themselves where they need to, because you're doing it. And yeah, it's increasing their higher conscious awareness, and it's helping them to see beyond illusions. Yeah, so just have patience if you are the feminine and you've got a masculine. Like, a lot of the shifts that are going on by, people that are guided to do things, for the world, and the, crystalline grid, or whatever you want to see it as, people that are guided to seed light onto the planet, like, and to do collective clearings, like I get guided to do a lot. It is making a difference. It's helping the masculine see through the lies and distortion. Look, and it's taking them back to true love, pathway to true love. It's awakening the high priest of Atlantis. Look, personal empowerment. Wow. Look, welcome home, mission accomplished. And then the violet flame at that, I can't. God and my guys are just amazing. Like, that's crazy. So yeah, that's definitely saying that energy of yesterday and all the people that were guided to do similar to me, that's made a difference in the collective. Right, so let's just grab some wee random cards. What else do we need to know for the feminines? Now, this won't be everyone's situation, so just keep that in mind. Use your fucking common sense, as I like to say. Or missed opportunity, I didn't act when I should have. So some of the feminines, you've got a mask. I feel that's where all the masculines are, like, or they're going to get to that. Your masculine feels like this was a missed opportunity, but because she's on the phone, I feel like maybe people that you've maybe even just completely let go of expectations and let go of just let go of, like, feeling like they're ever going to come back ever or anytime soon, because you've had the trust to do that. I feel you could be pulling people back in here, but you've got to do it genuinely. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you, so I feel somebody's going to be saying to a feminine soon, somebody watching this, like, I don't want to run anymore. Sorry that I was so indecisive. Like, I feel some of the masculines are going to be like, I don't know why I could never make my mind up. And I'll tell you why. It's because you were manipulated. It's spell work. It's black magic. We even had the black magic card. Yeah, gossip. I can't. Like, yeah. Sorry. You hear me shuffling, right? So sometimes I'm not cat, but you hear me shuffling. I just said gossip, I usually say black magic and gossip together, but I said black magic spell work, and that is gossip. I'm afraid of what other people will think. But it's more the gossip word. It's because somebody was kept in indecision by gossip. So this is the wave of twins where, like I said, I think it happens to all divine feminines, but, well, I know it does, but on what level we don't know. But some people get, like, really, like, really bad, where people have made up the craziest rumours about you or spoke shit about you isn't true, or I don't know, and we don't care either. But there's something about some kind of gossip was created around you at some point, that made, look, neglected, I failed to give you what you need. So whatever was said about a divine feminine watching this, helped keep this masculine away from you and reveal, I want to tell you the truth. So whatever this gossip is, your masculine, if this is for you, is going to tell you what was said. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. That really feels like somebody's seeing through some kind of dishonesty. By lying, I ripped us apart. And because of the way that came through, it could be as well that, the masculine has lied about their feelings or lied about you. It's, it can be that too, which isn't very nice, but it happens when they're in an unawakened state. But this, I do feel the dishonesty bit is actually like the people lying in general. I want to fix our connection, but what is it doesn't need to be sinister stuff. It can just be when people have believed the lies. But for some, I don't like to sugarcoat things. It can be when masculines have lied to save their own back. But that's what masculines do when they're asleep, so we forgive them. So you don't need to forgive them, of course, but divine feminines, if you're true divine feminine, you do, because it's yourself. Crazy, I know. Lying on yourself. Karmic board clearing. Energetic clearing. Rewrite your story. Live your truth. Rewrite the story of the past and be happy together when you get to that bit. Akasha, your guidance is divine. Your guidance is divinely guided, divine feminine, and I feel you're being guided to take a break, like a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. Because remember, by the time I probably publish this, or when the majority of people are going to see it, it will be Pisces moon. So if you're watching it in real time, especially, just take some rest, because we've got the yes card there. But this is also about the masculines. I feel it's yes, it's time to follow your heart. And compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, grace. And this is the masculines are being guided to go through their feminines like that or not at all. That's basically it. Like, because I don't feel a masculine has fully awakened until they're humble. Right, wait a minute. They're telling me to pick up these. So your masculine wants to say to you and be like, yeah, look, I'm realising I know I've blocked our union and I know I'm really blocking myself. So if someone was blocking the union through fear of intimacy, fear of vulnerability, fear of whatever else, but that's usually what it is, fear of not being ready, all this kind of stuff, anything that anybody says to back up their own fears that it wouldn't work, that's what I mean. Like, it's so somebody can make up the slightest thing, because they are pulling me the black magic card when I'm saying there. It says black magi, but it's talking about black magic. This is what I was talking about the other day, actually, that there's in every field, in every single field, healing and everything, doctors, teachers, shamans, mediums, healers, there's good and bad, and I don't like saying good and bad. It makes it sound really simple, because everything is duality, yin yang, but you know what I'm saying? It's like there's people that can use things with bad intention, and that's what I'm talking about. It's like people that have planted a seed of doubt or said something that they know is not true. It's kind of like when I've said before that when divine feminines are asked, like, oh, do you still like such and such, or do you still think about such and such, or would you want to be with them if they weren't with someone else? When I've spoke with divine feminines, and when I've done that myself, and you've made out that that person is nothing to you anymore, although I've actually, to be honest, I've never done that. When people have asked me about mine, even when I know he's with somebody else, or I don't know, or I've got a feeling, because yeah, it's just like that. You don't always really know, and like I said, I've never really wanted to know, but sometimes you do just know. Well, you feel it actually. As a divine feminine, you feel it. But what I'm trying to say is, I've always spoke highly of mine. Like, I've always said, like, even if I'm told things that I'm like, do you know what I mean? When I'm just kind of like, what, or whatever. It's just kind of like, I'm just like, look, well, I hope he's happy, and yeah, that's basically the kind of things that I would say. Do you know what I mean? I hope he's happy, and if people are looking for a reaction out of me, I'd be like, we're nothing to do with each other anymore. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, that's the kind of things I've said, right? But masculines, I think, can be harsher. That's just my feeling on it. But that can be sometimes to protect you and to protect themselves. In a selfish way, it can be like, because they don't want people to see how they really feel. But whatever. But that's what I'm talking about. It's like, all it would take is somebody to say, oh, aye, they don't think about it anymore, or they didn't even mention yet. And if you feel really deeply about somebody, you can be like, all right, fuck. When that's not even what it would be true. Yeah, because look, I'm enchanted. I'm under your spell. You've taken me over completely because I can't stop thinking you. I don't always think this with that card, but that can also be because of me just talking about black magic, spell work, gossip, and all that. That can also be when some people could actually say, oh, like, they've put a spell on you or something, do you know what I mean? And it's, again, but I was once, do you know what, I'm just going to be fucking on, I've said that before, but I don't think I have said it before, but no, I think I have, but maybe not as directly as what I'm saying right now. I was told that once in a personal reading, that whatever it is people were doing themselves, they were saying I was doing. So you work that one out for themselves. I was told that it was like somebody was calling me this or that and lying on me, but it was actually they were creating a spell where it was actually them doing that. So I don't know what that was about, but yep, I fantasize about showing you off to my family and friends. I want everyone to see us together and how happy we are, and I'm so proud. What I'm saying is, if a masculine is unawakened, they can be naive and believe it. Let me message you. If I don't reply, oh my god, this one's so long. If I don't reply, I'm planning what to say. I get stressed when you message me. Again, asking what's wrong. Nothing was wrong, but now it is because I feel paranoid. I've done something wrong. Don't rush me. Please forgive me. It makes me feel physically sick when I think about how much pain and suffering I've caused you. I'm sorry for treating you that way. It was wrong, and you didn't deserve that. Please forgive me. So, yeah, there's a lot of big things that these masculines are realising. Right, okay, so, because let's just see if the jealous here they got, because that was quite a lot of triangle. Yeah, you see, this is, I don't always get this with this, but look, someone was kept in indecision through gossip, lies, manipulation, spell work. But it's third party as well. I don't like the term third party, but it's there's a triangle going on for some. Protection, slowness from a divine masculine, because the husband, marriage, groom, divine masculine, that just means divine masculine to me. But that can also be like divine masculines that are married to somebody else, or it could be about a union coming in, or it could be one of these things, peacock, pregnancy, wealth. It could be, they could be telling us quite a few things with this actually, that there could be, somebody could be caught with a, caught up in a pregnancy. Loyalty, determination. So this could be for this could be one for one of the divine feminines, that your masculine either in the past had a child with someone else, or got several children with someone else, or children, you could be to different people as well, or something like that. But whatever, so it could be present or it could be past. It's not for everyone, remember, so don't take that if it's not yours. But there's some kind of abundance coming your way. There's some kind of peace coming your way, divine feminines. But this is divine masculines, feminine sign too. Look, yeah, so they're just telling you some of the shit that's went down here. But I don't really like that husband and pregnancy fell together, because it's like, I'd like to think that that was a planned pregnancy, or at least an accidental pregnancy, on both parts, and not kind of like a trap, you know what I mean? And you can't think that for all people, that, you know what I mean? Because that would be like, you would need therapy yourself if you think that that's the case for everyone. But it definitely is with some. Like, there is some toxic women out there that, because they want the security and the stability with someone, they're like, oh yeah, I'll just trap them with a kid. And then it makes people think bad of, look, yeah, oh my god, yeah, that is what it is. So I don't know who this is for, but somebody was trapped. Look, curse, somebody trapped somebody, tricked somebody, because that's moons are the secret. Moons is divine feminine, but in this case, look, moon magic, which somebody's done some kind of cycles as well, like basically, right, that's, I don't like this message, but they're telling me somebody planned a pregnancy around their cycle. Like, basically somebody, knew when they were going to, because most women do know that, unless you don't really, unless you don't really track it. Like, there's apps that can track it, but they don't really tend to be right either. But basically, it's like somebody either in the present past or in the past, like, they knew when they were most fertile. But the thing is that's, like I'm saying, like, I would have hoped that was but they're telling me it definitely wasn't, because of how it came out. It's like, so again, I must stress this isn't for everyone, and even if your masculine's got a kid with someone or several kids, it doesn't mean this. So I'm just going to trust that whoever needs this message, because they make me go really detailed with it. Whoever this was done to, the woman knew, or the girl knew, the guy didn't know. And then it's like, oh my god, I'm pregnant, do you mean? But it's like it was planned by just the person and not the guy. Oh my god, see, jealousy, gossip. But that's just the other shady card. Could even be that there's some kind of gossip about that, like some kind of surmising of, I wonder if that was the case. But either way, this masculine's heading for success. After, yeah, survival, power, sharks. See, I even think they're saying it was like someone was circling. This again, it's like what I've said, it's like when someone has observed someone for a while and thought, yeah, I'm going in for the kill now. And then it's like, however long into it, they've... Yeah, look, and now though, see, look at what I'm saying. Like, somebody watched somebody, thought they're a catch, and then they went in, love bombed them, because of the stability and security, right? That's creeping me out, because it's God speaking through me. And I feel if this is your story, you'll know, right? Because look how many times I said stability, right? Stability. Somebody picked somebody because of their stability. So it wasn't through love. And there's going to be a message coming in which will back up for you to know. Now, I remember that came up in somebody's, I remember that came up before, but remember I clairvoyantly saw, I described this chain and then I pulled the card. So yeah, there's some kind of change coming in, some kind of control. Somebody's breaking free of something, you know, if that's all still someone's story, basically something's come to light and someone's breaking free of a situation. There could even be, like, this is karmic justice, legal justice, house. Oh my god, what is this? So some kind of karmic justice, legal justice possibly is coming about, that I feel there's a change in somebody's living situation, because envy protection, because it's come to light that somebody trapped them with a pregnancy. I'm not kidding. Like, what the fuck? Like, sorry to laugh, I'm just laughing at like how, if it's, so this, there definitely is, because this, I know basically, right, like, I've been doing this for 10 years, right, this does happen. I've helped loads of people where this has happened, right. I've mostly, what am I trying to say, I've mostly helped women, but I've helped a lot of divine masculine women that get caught up with the wrong guy and have children with them, right. So that's a bit of a different scenario, but I'm picking up on, like what I said, like men. And so if you are a man that's, you know, because this is traumatizing, basically, is what I'm saying, if that happens, and it can put you off and make you suspicious of other women too. But that's one storyline, right? And then if that's yours, it's yours. The other one is that there could have been some kind of, there could have been some kind of pregnancy scare or pregnancy fear or something. And, oh, this is like when I've picked up on that before. And then look, because of all the evil eye, this is too detailed, man, but I do get what they're saying. This, right, if we put fear out the way, that could be that when there is pregnancies that are wanted, don't tell people, because the envy, the jealousy, the psychic attack can actually cause a loss of that. So just be aware of that. Keep it to yourself as long as you can. Whoever needs to know that. Because there's people that do weird womb magic. I mean, I'm a womb healer, right? But I clear up when people attack people like that. But there's people that actually, that's why you should never tell people when it's your time of the month for that either. So there's a lot of good teaching in this that they're sharing. But also, this could be like someone that's lied about it to keep somebody. Do you know what I mean? And then it's like it wasn't true, because you could only carry that on so long. News and messages. It's going to be, this will make sense to someone. Cunning, strength, wolf, ocean, journey. Right, okay, so I've had enough of that, though. That was fucking draining, but I get it. They're bringing it to light because it does happen. And like I say, it's terrible, because it really does. It means there's a lot of wounded men out there not trusting women that would never, like I said, I just think that's disgusting. Like, why the fuck would you want to keep somebody, but like, you know what I mean? No. But that's because I am all about love. I'm not about money. You know what I'm saying? Yin yang, yeah. Basically, what they're saying is, Divine Feminine, you've balanced your energy to a healthy state. Keep your boundaries. You know, somebody's getting their shit together in the physical, the masculine, after coming away from a toxic community. So I think this is what all the gossip's about, the lies. One of these could be a karmic feminine, and that's like sisters or friends. And actually, what was it? I didn't watch it, but I saw a title before I came on here, and it sounded like that it was like there was a female friend around somebody that was like, even listening to a masculine talk about how much they love somebody because they're secretly in love with them. So that's not everyone's, but that, because I thought that wouldn't make sense if it was, you know, they were actually with someone and they're sitting talking about a feminine, but it does make sense if it's a friend. So just, you know, that might be a hit for somebody significant as well that's listening. But so just be aware of who's putting you off somebody, because it might be because it's within their best interest, because they want you. Make the grade with flying colours. Remember, you signed up for this. Plant seeds of intention. Go, grow and glow. And there's 21. Karmic cycles coming to an end. Right. Somebody's taking their time though, because it says saunter slowly. Right, I need a pee, so I'm going to go and have a pee and then I'll do the masculine message. This was juicy though.